What's up, you guys? This is Cass House here. I wanted to bring you guys this video because you seem to like the other one a lot. So why not? Let's just rank another category within the Owl House. And this time it's the baddies. Yeah, the villains of the Owl House. To be honest, there's been a certain problem there. The Owl House is a very complete show. I love it. Nothing against it. But there was a little issue. There didn't seem to be enough villains well developed for that matter. You know, like most of them either were redeemed or we didn't see much of them. It was like those characters that just show up for an episode and then that's it, they're done. Other than Belos, we didn't really have that much. At least for season 1, that's how it felt. Season 2 improved that a lot. Also, just to remind you guys, it's been confirmed, like I put on my other video that I'm gonna leave here, that the next Owl House episode is gonna be released on January 21st. Almost there, okay? A little bit over a month, but we can survive that, don't worry. So I have this tier list that I made by myself. Can you believe that I couldn't find any templates that were about the Owl House villains? None, not at all. But it's okay, because you got me. I'll leave you the link below if you ever want to play this one. We have the categories: the devil, actually evil, bad but sad, meh, and try again. I was trying to make it as objective as possible. Look at their development, let's look at their character and how well it was built over the season. Let's look at their motivations. That's what makes a villain stand out, their motivation and how believable it is. Have some sympathy for the villain and understand kind of where they're coming from, but also not really because we wouldn't do the evil shit they're doing. Okay, so we're gonna start with a favorite, Terra Snapdragon. We were introduced to her in season 2. There wasn't much time to develop her character, but what we saw of her, I thought it was great. First of all, she's a woman of ambition. She knows what she wants and she doesn't care if it's illegal or not. She's gonna do it anyways. Make children fight to the death? Hell yeah, that builds character. Terra knows she is unhinged as fuck, but she is proud of that. And I can admire that in a villain. I'm gonna have to put her up in the actually evil category. Honestly, when I saw her like, oh yeah, we're getting paradise, she was so happy. She acted like her employer told her have a round trip to Cancun, all included. She was prepared for her Bahamas trip. It made me feel bad for her, to be honest. Okay, so this one is kind of hard. The Collector, he is a villain in the standards that he is gonna pose some problems for our protagonist, for the Hex Squad. He is literally an iPad kid, no control, no restraints, and the power of a god. That will be antagonistic to almost everyone. That's scary as fuck. But can I really see him as a villain in the way that I know his motivations are evil? Not entirely. This is still a kid. You know, when you see an iPad kid, the first question you ask is, where are their parents? Who gave him that iPad? Where are the stars? Are the stars in a room with us? And that kind of makes me sympathize for him because for all we know, the stars could have gone to buy some cigarettes and they have yet to come back. I think we're gonna get some more insight during these 2 episodes we have left. What really entails being a godchild with no parental figure and what happened to that parental figure. I'm gonna put him in the bad but sad category. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to Google that. Bria, she just struck me as this bully that really has a power trip. What they say that every bully has a story and they're probably getting bullied or there's some abuse going on at home. I don't know if I can actually picture that with her. I just really think she has a power trip and she's kind of narcissistic in a way. And she was kind of covert about it. Like she knew she could manipulate people better when they thought she was on her side and she was actually like a good, nice person. This was premeditated. She's not just your regular bully. I would actually put her in the actually evil category. You guys tell me what you think. Yeah, so Adrian, the Illusions Coven head. So this was my impression of him. I think he was that guy that was just way into Mean Girls in high school. He would just binge watch that movie, look at Regina George and say, oh my god, that's me. He took it way too far, and now his only personality is being mean and sassy. I didn't see too much depth in him. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna put him on the meh category because, listen, we already have a queen and that's Darius. I'm sorry, I cannot leave my personal feelings out. Guy, Jacob. Honestly, he has one of those faces that you could just put whatever random white name guy and you would just believe that's his name. Damon? Jason? Jacob? Whatever. I guess for the paranoid vibe, it was a good interpretation. There's humans like that, of course, with a lot of conspiracy theories, not saying that they're completely wrong. There's people that just get way into it to the point that they start being a little creepy. I think honestly he was very forgettable. If it were not for the fact that he came back up in Thanks to Them, I wouldn't have remembered his existence. It's been way too long. Honestly, I also didn't see many fans speculated about him when we knew that the Hex Squad was in the human realm. Like, he was just kind of like an afterthought. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh, maybe you guys don't agree with me, but I would put him in the try again category. Warden Wrath. He was funny. He was a funny introduction during the first season. He was that guy that wanted to get with Ida through the romantic act of kidnapping. Yeah, I wouldn't put him as like actually evil or very like a striking villain. Not at all. I'm gonna put him next to Adrian in the meh category. Boscha. This character has stuck around and has made an impression on fans, even though she hasn't had that much time on screen. She's a fan favorite for many. They even ship her with protagonists like Willow. At first she did feel like your typical bully, but I feel like when you look more into her, you might find an interesting backstory with her. She doesn't feel cruel like Bria. You know, she's not going under the table, trying to manipulate people. She just tells you straight up that she doesn't like you. I'm gonna put her in the bad but sad category. Like, she has some anger issues there that she has to explore. Belos. So I think I already talked about him in some videos and how he really strikes me as the typical covert narcissist. Really belongs there, up there with all the cult leaders. He makes you think you're in a safe space at first. He was able to make the entirety of the Boiling Isles subservient to him, and that takes some mad skills. Everything he has done has stemmed from hate and resentment and years of feeling like he was betrayed by the only person he ever trusted and had a relationship with, at least a fulfilling one. The entire scheme he had to make for millennia just to get his revenge. That's scary. Gonna put Belos up there. He is my favorite villain in the show. Okay, let's move on to Lilith. You see Lilith and you wouldn't say, yeah, this is the face of a woman that is gonna condemn her sister to eternal PTSD and a curse that is gonna completely destroy any and every relationship she will ever make again. Yeah, that's not what you would say. Jealousy got the best of her, and her mommy issues and daddy issues, and the fact that she just felt invisible, and how she was always second best despite being the eldest. You can sympathize with her motivation, also be very angry of the fact that she really hurt her sister. It was something that she did by impulse. She really thought this was gonna be something that would weaken her sister for a day. That was it. But man, like, everything went wrong. She could have defeated that shame she had and come up front and open up to her sister. The entire Clotton family has a lot of communication issues. Go to family therapy, please. So Lilith is gonna go in the bad but sad category. Oh, Odalia, we all hate her, but we love hating her. No redeeming qualities, and you will not feel bad for wishing her bad. There's no denying it. She's just in the actually evil category. She's kind of cartoonishly evil. She's like that lady in the store that is always mean to you. It doesn't matter how many times you say hi, good morning, she's always going to hate you. Alright, let's go with the Titan Trappers, and to not put all of them because we didn't really get much characterization other than Bill and the other guy, I'm just gonna put Bill there. There's not much to say about him, that he just hates Titans even though he has never seen one in his life. About him, he's just evil because he hates Titans, and King is a Titan and we love King, so I'm gonna put him in the meh category. He could just be named Cult Leader number 2. Oh, Tibbles, that guy that makes my eye twitch. I dislike him a lot, very strongly, but I have to be objective. If you think Tibbles is gonna come back in an episode, you already know how he's gonna act. You already know what he's gonna do. Like, he's predictable. He just wants to be rich and he doesn't care who else is impoverished on the way of that. I would put him in the actually evil category, the Golden Guard. That was his old persona. It's part of him. It's not something he can deny. He lived his life serving the Emperor's coven, going through missions, being completely loyal and devoted to his uncle. He is a very loyal person. I can give him that. Just like Luz described him, a bad but sad boy. We have a lot of characters in the bad but sad category. The Owl House really loves redeeming their characters. That's something they do a lot. Almost like in the Steven universe, but not there yet. Kikimura. You thought at some point she was gonna be redeemed as well, but yeah, she was just too much of a pushover. Honey, that man is not gonna be there for you. He just discarded you like a used toy. That's sad. So I do feel bad for her, but she had the chance. Luz came in with her natural protagonist, I'm very kind and I give chances to everyone attitude, and she still didn't take it. I was thinking bad but sad because she ended up very sad, but I think I'm gonna stick her up in the actual evil because she showed she could backstab people. That's not something I vibe with. My friends could stab me, but hey, at least be direct, okay? Right here. Okay guys, so this is how our list ended up looking. Belos is always in his own category, but this time he did earn it. He has a very compelling backstory. I think he's the best antagonist of the entire series by a long shot. But hey, you guys can write in the comments below and tell me your opinion about how you would do the tier list. Tell me if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me. I really like doing this. It was really fun. I might make more of them. You guys tell me. Anyways guys, you have a nice day, night, wherever it is where you are, and see you in the next one. Bye.